you train smarter, not just harder. Some people have been asking me lately, Alan, why build dedicated hardware for dry-fire training? It's not exactly cheap. Why not just create another smartphone app? Well, I don't like using smartphone apps for training. I hate that they constantly upload my private data to the cloud. And I definitely despise that they hold my phone hostage with monthly subscriptions. But data privacy and avoiding subs are not the only reasons. Today, I want to talk about training effectiveness. I want to explain exactly why building a standalone hardware system is the right way to go. If you go to any range, you'll see pretty much the same thing. Guys standing perfectly still, behind the desk, taking their time to punch holes in a paper target right in front of them. Now, static training is necessary. It's the fundamental first step to building your grip and trigger control. But here's the reality. Real life is not an Olympic precision shooting competition. In a real home defense scenario, you don't need to hold your breath to punch the perfect bullseye. You need to get effective hits on the target fast, while moving away from your initial spot, transitioning around corners, or shooting from behind cover. Whether you're running a dynamic USPSA stage or practicing home defense, the threat isn't always directly in front of you. You have to be able to evaluate, move, stabilize, and engage. Matches are won in the transitions. Surviving a gunfight requires spatial awareness and mobility. If you only practice stand and shoot, you're basically only training for half the battle. So if standing still is only half the battle, how do you train yourself for the whole fight at home? How do you make your dry fire actually practical? Traditionally, for dry fire training, people use paper targets and a beep timer. But neither the timer or the paper target tells you if you actually make effective hits. You get zero feedback. To solve this, many people download laser training apps on their phones. But here's the major drawback of phone apps. You are limited by a single camera field of view. Basically, a smartphone can only track one target. Even if the app claims it can track multiple targets, those targets have to be clustered together on one wall, right in front of the phone. This forces you right back into the stand and shoot trap. It completely kills the possibility to practice wide-angle transitions or simulate multiple threats in a stressful environment. And what if you set up multiple phones? It doesn't work either. The phones don't talk to each other. You can't aggregate your data to see your total stage time or your true transition time between different locations. That exact frustration is why we refuse to build just another app. That is why we built the ZeroBang multi-target dry-fire training system as a standalone hardware network. Instead of clustering paper targets in front of a phone, you can physically hand 2, 3, or 4 ZeroBang trainers anywhere in your garage, your basement, or across different rooms. And very little work to set up. You use your own gear as long as it emits laser when you run a transition drill. Our camera uses sub-pixel recognition technology to track your laser strikes with pinpoint accuracy. Even if you place the target 10 meters or up to 50 meters away, all the trainers sync with terminal locally, 100% off the grid, to give you one unified performance evaluation. Let's say you're running a blade drill, 3 targets, 2 shots each. If you use ZeroBang, you draw, fire to a T1, transition to T2, and fire 2, and transition to T3, and fire 2. The moment you finish, you don't have to walk over the targets to check your hits. You don't have to break your stance. Skip the walk, keep your flow. You just check your terminal on your wrist or on your belt. The system tracks every single shot and instantly gives you a performance overview, your exact split times, transition times, MOA, and overall score table. You see your performance instantly. Maybe you overswung on the last transition. Now you know exactly what to fix on your next rep. You train smarter, not just harder. And because we know shooters like to train in basements, garages, and throughout the rooms, we made sure the system works 100% wirelessly. No internet required, no cloud, no monthly subscriptions. Your data, your rule. Dropping your stage times isn't magic. It's about learning techniques, building awareness of your training performance by tracking the right data. Stop guessing your performance. If you're ready to take your IPSC or USPSA training to the next level, or make your home defense prep actually effective, check out the ZeroBang system. Keep pushing your limits and enjoy your training.
Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned.